Take three. Hello and welcome to another edition of L.I.F.T tutoring. I'm so glad to be back. I've been on a little bit of a hiatus. Thank you guys for being patient with me. Today I'm not going to be on camera because I have ordered a green screen, and from next week, this is the goal, I'll be able to do videos in front of a green screen. But I wanted to get you guys something before then. So this is going to be an all audio, all the time YouTube video with the accompanying background videos. All right, so we're continuing in our L.I.F.T tutoring Super Smash Brothers ranking videos. So without further ado, here are your rankings, numbers 65 through 61. Wario! This is the first character that surprised me, is where I ranked him. Wario has airspeed not comparable to other heavyweights in the game, and his chomping can lead to self-healing. One of the bigger upsides of Wario is the fact that his down special, Wario L.I.F.T, as appropriately named, is always charging, even if it gets KO'd. When timed and used strategically, this can be a useful move, but unlike some other down B specials, you'll have to strategize when you use it, as it's not effective when used continuously. Wario is a strong character and quite slippery in the air, but as stated in the previous videos, Wario doesn't merit enough to be able to top other characters on this list, but distinguishes himself enough to not be in the bottom 10. That's just something to chomp on. Number 64, Pac-Man. Pac-Man is deceivingly good. At first glance, it looks as if his moveset is unique enough to be consistently effective. The problem is that his moveset does not lend itself to extended combos. If you're wondering why that's important, you should go check out the pro players in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate community. Combos are king and key to be able to handle your opponents in a build-up up to a smash attack or a spike to send them flying. Pac-Man's all about being able to pin your opponents down with the use of his special moves and then thinking of a couple of steps ahead while you trap them in your special attacks. The reason this can be detrimental is compared to other characters, Pac-Man's own moves can be used against him. His fire hydrant does indeed push him, and his items that he throws can be thrown back at him. Pac-Man's a fun character, but at the end of the day, if 4 ghosts can give him fits, then so can the rest of the characters on this list. Number 63, Richter. Alright, now this is interesting. We're moving into the part of the list where I believe that in a few months I'll change my mind on this placement. I haven't seen a lot of people using Richter in the competitive matches, so that might be why he and another character on this list are lower in the tier. Richter's such an interesting character for so many reasons. Not only does he have incredible range with his whip, but he can play a good keep away game with his projectiles. They'll be key in warding off opponents as his attacks are slower than other opponents. His whip attacks aren't instant and they take time to wind up. One great thing I can say about Richter is that if you learn how to time his attacks, they can be really frustrating for other opponents, and he has such great edge guarding capability without leaving the place he's standing. Out of all the characters so far in my video, I do hope that I'm wrong about Richter and that he will eventually move up, in my opinion. But this character might just have to stay tucked away in the castle of just okay Super Smash Bros. Characters. Number 62, Simon. As of writing for this video, the only notable difference between Simon and Richter is their Holy Water attack. Simon's Holy Water has a fire elemental property, whereas Richter burns blue and does not interact with other objects like all of the Link character mobs. Other than this though, because Simon's is fire, Olimar's red Pikmin are not affected by the move. Other than that, these two fighters are essentially the same, but because Simon is the original, I give the head-to-head between these two to Simon. Number 61, Duck Hunt. Here's the first character on the list so far that I've actually wrestled with. Not literally, but figuratively. Call it nostalgia, call it being surprised that he was in Smash 4 for Wii U, call it being able to have a character literally named after a game, call it whatever you want. This was the first time I said, no way I put this character this low. There are just too many good things he can do. Well, when I looked him up in the whole scope of the game, its characters, the mechanics, the pro players, and the tier list, my beloved Duck Hunt must be put here at 61. To be sure, his attacks have good range. His side smash has good range. There's a mix-up game to be played with his special attacks that are hard for the player to even know what is going on at any given moment. I believe Duck Hunt will be climbing with the rankings more as time goes on, but I worry that he may not because of ground speed and his weight. Even though Duck Hunt's unique properties make him fun to play with, and with a moveset that is quirky, as the character itself, Duck Hunt can get zapped by a light gun too easily. And by a light gun, I mean other fighters. Hello! If you've stayed for the end of this video, I appreciate you. This is the former President, Barack Obama. And if you haven't liked or subscribed to L.I.F.T Tutoring, I implore you, as the former President of the United States, to do so. I will be making an appearance on L.I.F T Tutoring in the coming videos, so please stay tuned, hit that notification bell, and we will catch you in the next video of L.I.F T Tutoring.